together.
क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Just before coming here, we went to somebody's house over a cup of tea. And we got the tea from the original tea garden from India. And I enjoy tea. Why? Because in one of the tea garden, my friend, she was owning the tea garden, very big one, in Darjeeling. So when I went to her office, she wanted to, you can sit down, sir. I feel some commando is standing. You get the feeling, isn't it? Somebody standing there. He has got their personality also. So, on that office door, this was written. That has taken deep impression on my mind. It was written, life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. We boil too much and then complain it is too bitter. Then we add sugar, and then we add too much of sugar and complain, oh, it is too sweet. And then, okay, let us add some milk in that. But the milk is also not good, add little more milk. So we started to make a cup of tea and make a lassi out of it. So who is responsible for this? Nobody. See, one more example. I was in a small town or a village in Madhya Pradesh. And I was sitting there watching the games, and it was the hurdle race. The girls come running, there is a hurdle, they jump and run ahead. Again jump, run ahead. And there was one old lady sitting with me. He said, Swamiji, yes, Mama, why they have put those hurdles? Poor girls, they are unnecessarily getting, remove them. See? For you and me, they are hurdles. For those girls, they are challenges. If we take life as a hurdle or a problem, we will suffer. And when we take life as challenge, then the best out of us comes out. Therefore, it is our decision how we look at the world. Once, a friend of mine from USA, NRI, not real Indians, or not required Indians. So, he was driving me from um, Bombay to Pune many years before. That time, that express highway was not made. So, we had to go through the national highway. And you know all, being Indian, our democracy is not limited to human beings. It is extended to animals also. Anybody can come anywhere. You cannot challenge. So when he was driving, suddenly a group of buffaloes, disciplined, walking very slowly. Now this NRI got frustrated. Swamiji, what is this? I said, buffaloes. Why they are here? You ask them. And then immediately, that is why India is not progressing. Look here, buffaloes on the road, therefore India is not progressing. What a logic. See, my friends. Then I asked him, do you have a driving license? He said, of course. I said, our buffaloes don't have a walking license. If I am a driver, it is my responsibility to negotiate through the difficult terrains of the traffic, is it not? One of our mantra, do you remember? Living at zero complaint level. Don't complain. So, we have to take life as a challenge or life as a problem is our choice. And when we take life as a challenge, then every additional challenge will inspire us more to bring out the best out of us. See, friends, therefore, where do we go wrong? We have to diagnose. Diagnosis, uh, how do we look at the world? How do we look at? We all have our own created notions about ourselves, notion about the world, notion about uh, God, notion about problems and difficulties. Now, first we have to correct these notions. The first notion we have to correct about the world. Is this world for fulfilling our desires, or there is some more purpose? See? If we see right from childhood till date, if we have to write our biography up to this point, what we will write? Only one thing. We have been struggling through and through for fulfilling our desires, and yet desires stand unfulfilled. There is no end to it. Therefore, where is the problem? Problem is not in the world. Problem is in our vision. When we go to the eye doctor, then eye doctor asks us to read something, and he shows us some alphabets. Can you read that? No. Okay. He increases the font size. Now can you read it? No. Again he makes it 6 feet tall. Can you read it? No. Why? I don't know English. that doctor will commit suicide. Was he testing his knowledge of English? He was testing his vision. Doctors do not give vision. Doctors help us by, like, the glasses. What the glasses do? They help our eye muscles to focus the vision properly. Our problem is our focal length has gone wrong. So what the doctors do? They give us the glasses by which we can adjust the focal length. So when we put on these glasses, thereafter, has anything changed in the world? World is the same. Nothing has changed. Where the change has come? Change has come in our ability to adjust the focal length in a given period of time. Is it not? So where is the problem? Problem is not in the world. Problem is in our focal length. So change your vision. The world is beautiful. And how to change the vision? For that, tad vijnanartham gurumevavi gachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Then we go to satsanga and slowly, slowly start changing our perception of this world. See? So, our Upanishad, for example, Ishavasya Upanishad, gives us the vision. That vision is the glasses. See? Presently, what is our vision? This world is for indulgence, enjoyment. And what is indulgence and enjoyment? Acquire more and more. Indulge more and more. See? Right from childhood till date. If we are to write our biography, what we'll write? We have been struggling to fulfill our desires. Balastavat krida saktaha. See? Just now I was with some small kids, and the child is busy, this game, that game, and all that. Nothing else. So I want more game, I want this thing. So our whole life, if we have to write autobiography, what we'll write? We have been struggling to fulfill our desires. Alas, they remain unfulfilled. So what is to be done? Isha vastimidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. Change your vision. This world is not a place for indulgence and enjoyment alone. Now, to understand this point, what is the impact of when we change the vision? Once I was in Mumbai, and Bombay, actually I have proposed, I don't know they will agree or not, they should change the name of Mumbai. They should make it Jamnagar. Always traffic jam. So, because of that jam, I had to wait in the car. And one youngster, he was going on a mobike, and he saw one girl going ahead, very nice, cute looking, from backside, underline, backside. Therefore, he wanted to flirt, and he went there, and he had in his mind what? I will stand in front of her and say hi. He did it. But then she was looking like a girl from backside, but from the front, 82 not out. Above the neck, sweet 16. Below, a hanger. So will he say hi? He will say hi, hi, kisko dekha? So what was his vision first? That it is a girl for flirting. But when he looked at, his vision has changed. The moment we change our vision, our interaction with the world changes. Are we here only for this thing? Think. And when we start thinking, be attentive. You must have, all of us have seen so many dreams. See? One of my pet dream is riding on a bike. From that dream, I learned this thing. I was very fond of riding the bike. So, in the dream also, same thing. I was riding on a bike and not anywhere, Switzerland. And one Hondi sitting behind. I was on a Hondi sitting behind. And going. मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आई? Nicely. That dream will never break. And then in that dream, there was a dream accident. The moment the accident happened, immediately the dream broke. And then, thank God, it was a dream. Exactly the same way. Till such time, this waking dream is going goody, 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 goody. You will never wake up. To wake up from this waking dream, God, out of love, compassion, and our necessity, sends specialized problems for us. And then we start thinking, I have not done anything bad to anybody. Why this is happening to me? Husbands, all husbands have got the same problem. Why other people's wives are good? Why mine is like she torturing me? So when they come to us, what can we say? Forget about divorce, yeah, take another one. No, I can't do that. Why? She is earner. Then, but how to come out of this problem? So we have got only one solution. Think properly. In Panchadashi, very distinctly it is said, Avichara kruto bandha vicharena nivartate. Tasmad जीवात्मा परमात्मनोः vichara eva kartavya. Find out who is disturbed, who is miserable. Find out that. We go to the doctor and doctor asks us, what is your problem? Why should I tell you? Yaar, you came, unless you tell the problem, how can I treat you? So my problem is my wife doesn't listen to me and I have to listen everything, and how long it has to continue. Okay. Now, you don't want to leave her? Yes, you don't want to leave. Now, let us think. Now, what is there to think? Do you know why she is like this thing? In your last life, she was your wife. You have tortured her. Therefore, she was doing Karwa Chauth. Next 7 lives, she will be your wife. Oh God. Then, only one way. Now, stop blaming her for your problems. Start behaving with her respectfully. Net result, your life will be calm and quiet. When we start complaining about anything or anybody, what do we expect? That should change. See, if I complain about my wife, what will be my spiritual practice? See, try to improve the wife. Those who try to improve the wife, they have failed in their life. Then what should be done? You change. See, friends, therefore, this is the first step, change your vision. When you look at the world, is it that only we have problem? Who doesn't have problem? Electric post has problem in India. Do you know that? This is my direct experience. I am talking only from Anubhav Ananda, not talking from books. Okay? In Delhi, I was staying in a Bengali colony, and Bengalis, except those who are here, very lazy people, extremely lazy. And lady, super. So they'll be getting in the morning with that nighty and all chudel design and take that doggy and take him for the satkarma. What can I say? Now that dog will not go anywhere. I want my pillar. So he will pull that lady to that dog, to that pillar. When that dog comes to the pillar starts crying, "Aa gaya subah subah." And then that dog will first of all do their Sashtanga Dandavat, then one what you call the Surya Namaskar, then Atma Pradakshina, and thereafter Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Even electric post has a problem. See, friends, this is a basic thing to understand. Diseases prove that we are alive. If you don't want problems in life, die. See, friends, this is so important. So, what is to be done? You have to recognize that this is a part of life. And then you take up next step. Who is disturbed? You will find out from the analysis of your own experiences of life. The one who is disturbed, does he exist? This I am telling you, you will not practice it unless God's grace comes. See? I know certain couples, non-stop fighting. Some of them listened, they were benefited. Some didn't listen, they suffer. One couple must be mid 50s. That is the mid-life crisis in the life of every married person. So, this lady came to me, Swamiji, I cannot stay with him. I said, but I also don't want you. Do better. Don't come to stay with me. No, um, I want your advice and blessings for divorce. Can you imagine somebody ask blessings for divorce? I said, look here, I have no problem. You divorce or you don't do, but think properly. Now your son and daughter, they are finishing their education and they are now due for getting married. So you are searching for the boy and girl. What is the legacy you are giving to your children? They are the children of a broken family. Do it. Then what to do? Have patience. Those who do not have patience in life, they become patients in life. Have patience. Patience can come only through wisdom. Difficulties come to everybody. Who doesn't have difficulty, including electric post? Everybody has. Therefore, we have to change the vision that wherever we are interacting with the world, take this situation as a divine grace. Here, we have to think, is this all life? We are born, we grow, come to a point, we stop growing vertically, we start growing horizontally. Then we grow family wise, then children are born and they also grow, and one day come, we die. Is this only life? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Or something more in life. Start thinking. Then we come to discover one day by God's grace. What is the God's grace? God's grace is when you are turning your mind towards satsanga. The day you recognize the value and importance of satsang, remember God's grace is showering on you. And what satsanga does? Removing the wrong notions without creating the new notions. So once we take this world as the divine, Isha Vasamidam Sarvam, everything is permeated only by the divine presence. Now, what will happen as a result of this? When I look at the world as a place for indulgence, what will happen? I want to accumulate artha and I want to indulge calm. See? But if we look at the world as the divine presence, see, only vision we have to change. That boy who saw that girl from backside as a young girl, the moment he saw, no, she's an old lady, immediately interaction changed. In the same manner, life is not only for indulgence. Keep on, there is no end to it. See, friends. Therefore, when we change this vision, then our approach to life will change. And what will be the approach? Approach is first, what we have done till date in our life. If we die and go up there, and God will ask us, hey, Swami, you have come to the other world. Now here we decide whether you should go to heaven or hell. Yes. Tell, we send you as a human being. What you have done as a human being? I have consumed 3 truckloads of rice because I am from South India. Okay. Then I consumed 3 tankers of milk because I was living in Punjab. South Indian living in Punjab. Rice and milk. Then I give a long list of what I have consumed in this world. Then he said, okay, now what did you produce? Gobar. Are we a machine to convert the food into garbage? Friends, what comes out of human body, nobody likes to discuss in public, isn't it? Open any hole of your body, only filth comes out. If something can come out of us, is only good thoughts, good actions, and together called happiness or bliss. This is the only purpose God created us as human beings. See, the purpose is His, not ours. If He has created us for His purpose, then what is His purpose? His purpose is He created this world not out of frustration, but out of joy. And therefore, He is searching for an instrument through which He can express in His full glory. And for that, we have to live in this world with this attitude that this world is His creation and we are also His creation. And therefore, like you have got everything in your house. You have got this TV. Can you have the desire for the TV? You already have it. Can I have the desire for my body? No, I am already there. So when we change our vision, this is His creation and therefore other than Him there is nothing. Now when this attitude comes, then our indulgence attitude changes and service attitude begins. You have to change the vision. I was in Shiva temple somewhere, and one mother came, NRI mother, with the NRI child. And the child didn't know. The Shiva temple means outside there is a Nandi Maharaj, inside there is Shiva. When he saw that Nandi, he came and climbed on the Nandi and said. So immediately he was pulled down and she started scolding. I said, Mama, don't scold him. Because he knows that this is just a bull for riding. But can we do the elderly people? Because although it is looking like a bull, but for us it is God. See the difference? Both of us are seeing the same thing, but understanding is different. In the same manner, when we look at this world as an abode of the divine, we cannot be indulgent. See? Tena tyaktena bhunjita. Then we will live in this world in such a manner that we will protect us from ourselves. Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. We are our enemy number one. How? We are unable to control ourselves. See? We have to have perfect control on our condition is like what? Suppose there is a very deep slope. Now those cars are not seen. Earlier, there used to be some car in India, you may be knowing, ambassador car. The ambassador car used to be, every part of that car will make noise except the horn. And when you start the car and if you are on the slope, if you apply the brake now, it will be applied after 5 minutes. What will be the condition? Accident. Exactly the same way. We have to have perfect control. So, are we indulging in this world beyond limits, or we are respecting the world? Tena tyaktena bhunjita. Whenever we do something respectfully, we protect ourselves, we protect others. Take food respectfully. There is a dinner tonight here. Okay? Remember, all of you, this is not the last supper, okay? Tomorrow also you have to take food. But Swamiji, we are preparing since morning. See? Therefore, tena tyaktena bhunjita. Live in this world in such a manner that we have to protect us from ourselves. Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmanaha. We are our enemy and we are our friend. When our mind is ruling us, then we are the slaves, we are our enemy. When our mind is under our control, then we are the masters. See? You must have experienced this thing. I did it when I was very young. When you ride the bicycle for the first time and somebody holds from behind and runs, chala, chala, and then we have got a problem. Why it is going to tada? It is not going. You have to hold it properly. See? I remember one of my experience. I learned from that experience. Somebody came and parked the bicycle outside and he went somewhere and I saw that it was not locked. So I got onto that. And I didn't know proper riding the bicycle. And it started. And then I could not stop. One old lady was going ahead. Between her legs, I got the beating of my life. That day I discovered our condition is like that. We have to have a perfect control over the instrument that we use. Do we use the instrument or the instrument uses us? See? If we apply the brake, and the brake gets applied after half an hour. Who can help us? Therefore, tena tyaktena bhunjita. We are here, live in this world in such a manner that protect yourself from yourself. And how do we protect? Change your vision. Every difficulty in our life is a God sent message. Instead of complaining, learn from that. Therefore, tena tyakte, bhunjita means protect yourself from yourself. How do you protect? Don't be indulgent in this world, because this world is divine. You cannot play with the divinity, you can serve the divinity. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. So one part of our life will start changing. Second, ma grudak kasya siddhanam. The second thing that will happen. Kasya sid. To whom this thing belongs. Everything belongs to him. But we are caught up in small little things. I was in Coimbatore many years before. So when I was on the airport to leave, one lady came and she started crying. Swamiji, don't go, you are not feeling bad that you are leaving all of us and going and all that. I said, Mama, I know only one thing, think properly. Then what is there to think? I am so miserable. I said, continue. I said, think properly. What is that? I said, do you know why you are miserable and why I am not miserable? For you, I am leaving your house and going somewhere else. And for me, I am going from one of my house to other my house. When you go from your bedroom to the toilet, elderly people don't feel afraid. But a child, he gets up at night, Mummy, I have to go to bathroom, please take me, I am afraid. For him, the bedroom and the bathroom are separate. For the mother, everything is under one roof. Expand your vision. Instead of spending whole life in accumulating, there is no end to it. Therefore, we have to draw a line thus far, not further. Then life will become very dull. Don't earn too much, don't indulgent. Then Ram. This is not the meaning. Therefore, in the next mantra, Upanishad says, Kurvanneveha karmani jiji visheshatagam sama. Live every moment dynamically and live every moment 100%. Whenever you are 100%, you are happy. Whenever we are in fractions, we are fractured. How it can be? Our Maha Mantra, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Do your job, whatever you are supposed to do, cheerfully, happily. After it is over. Don't worry beyond that. But slowly, we develop a character of constant worrying. Worry is our character that we have developed. Therefore, there is no option. See? No option. Option for whether it should be this way, that no. This is how the world is. So, option is live here cheerfully, happily, live here miserably, complaining. These are the two options. See, friends, we are all miserable by our choice. When I don't know about you people, when we come to Australia, they give us a big form. And on that, you also must be getting that form when you come. So on that, they give so many questions. Tick mark, tick. And what is yes or no? Yes, no, yes, no. Earlier in US, it used to be very funny form. Now they have stopped that also. Big question paper. Are you a member of a terrorist organization? Yes, no. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes, no. Are you carrying more than $10,000 with you? Yes, no. Are you associated with any bad organizations? No. Are you carrying drugs with you? Yes, no. Options are given. You choose. They don't compel you. Exactly the same way, when we were entering this world, Brahmaji gave a form to us, and it was written there. Welcome to the world, which is full of miseries and problems. Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya, Bhagavad Gita tells. I get down every year in Virginia, uh, Washington Dulles Airport. And there they write, welcome to Virginia, and different languages. So in Devanagari also they have written there. And the person who must have told them how to write in Devanagari must be either a Bengali or a Bihari or a Nepali. Who are a Bengali, Bihari, Nepali? They write B for W. So the words are welcome to Virginia. It is written there in Hindi. Welcome to Virginia. So when I read that, I said, किसको मारूं अब? Friends. So when you are entering a country, you have chosen. Nobody has compelled you. In the same manner, when we enter this world, we are given a choice. Do you want to be an instrument of joy or an instrument of a mobile complaint box? Who doesn't have problems in life? See? But what happens? We are so much buried in our own problems. And therefore it becomes very big. And for that, only thing is change your standpoint in life. And for that, the next step is, this is by Funda. Learn from every single experience of your life. Nobody can teach you anything. Nobody can stop you if you are learning. You learn. See, friends. So what we have to learn? Even the dogs and cats, they also learn. We can't learn. We have to learn. So what we have to learn is, don't have to go anywhere outside. Analyze your own experiences of life. Whatever was a terrible time in your life at a particular time, as the time passed, that intensity of that misery has cooled down. So have patience. There is one lady in India, uh, very regularly coming for satsang, and her husband never came, and the daughters also never came. So this lady will listen to satsang, go and bombard whatever she has heard on the children and the husband. They were fed up of her. And then one day, maybe because of that, during Corona, the husband died. Then she naturally felt very bad and called Swamiji, why this happened? I said, Mama, at this time, there is no point in talking to you. You go through. And after some time, I'll talk to you. Then after about a month or two, Swamiji, I want to talk to you now. I said, do you remember? Your children were always complaining to me. Mommy comes from the classes, your satsanga, and start pouring out everything on us. Friends, spiritual life is not for telling others. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. There is no proxy on our life, death, and spiritual practice. And spiritual practice begins when? Like when there is a bad accident, then only the dream breaks. In the same manner, when there is a bad accident in the waking dream, then the direction of our life changes from dogward to Godward. Therefore, see the blessings in disguise. See, friends. So, what we have to learn? We have to learn what we were so much attracted towards something in our childhood. Are we attracted now? In our childhood, if we do not get something, we used to be so miserable, frustrated, angry. As the age started growing, those things became secondary. As we grow, we drop the old things. All the difficulties of our life, they are meant for us to teach this. See, friends. Then, whatever we used to like earlier, now the intensity doesn't remain the same. There is one couple, naturally, they fell in love, and as long as their love was going on, it was very good. And then they got married. And after marriage, after about 15 years or so, started fighting. Swamiji, please guide us. What should we do? I said, take two sticks in the hand and start fighting. I'll take a video. Swamiji, you don't make fun of us. I said, there is no need. You are self-sufficient. But why this is happening? I said, because प्यार को प्यार ही रहने दो, रिश्तों के नाम ना दो. In pure love, there is no problem. In fake love, nothing but problem. Slowly, we stop reacting in life and start responding in life. And for that, this Maha Mantra, keep on playing and listen it at least 100 times per day. After that, all your problems will disappear. I am not giving you a complicated mantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukaviyo Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshijamamrtat. क्या समझ में आया? Take the simple one. How this has helped many people, I get the messages. One house, the children normally get up little late. So the mother is always worried. Get up quickly, you have to go to school, you have to go to school. And finally, ultimatum. If you do not get up now, you will miss your school. So in that sleepy mode, the child, kya farak padta hai? All the anger of that mother gone. Don't take life seriously, my friend. Hey. Who is in this world who didn't have difficulty? Only one. Dead. If you have got a health issue in the body, congratulate, you are still alive. Dead body doesn't have any problem. The dead body is problem for others. Suppose here I die. I relax. क्या करूँ इसको अब? यही आके मरना था. फॉरेन में जाके मरे. Friends, don't take life too seriously, my friends. Spiritual life is not a punishment. Do meditation. Don't look here and there. Relax. Because na kuch pana, na kuch khona. We have nothing to achieve in this world. We have nothing to lose in this world. Again, learn from your experiences. Don't ask anybody. You learn. Now, what you learn? How do you go to sleep? Don't demonstrate. Tell only. How do you go to sleep? First, we withdraw from the world. All our achievements, failures, friends, enemies, good, bad, everything we drop. Why? I want to sleep. After we drop everything, then we come home. After coming home, here also we drop everything, including wife and children. Now don't disturb. I want to sleep. And at the last moment, what happens? The last thought, I want to sleep. So till such time, I and want is there, sleep doesn't begin. So, and what is the experience of sleep? We don't get anything, we don't lose anything, but we are happy. So, what is the spiritual practice? Sleep. Oh, good. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sanyami. Sleep to this relative world and awaken to your divine nature. See, friends, the divine that we are is hidden by unwanted garbage that we have collected in life. God doesn't come from anywhere. He expresses through us. See, the more you think, I went to somebody's house and they had so much of things in their house that you have to use the GPS to walk inside the house. So much things. And then, Swamiji, we are thinking of adding one room. For what? Furniture. A lot of space. But all unwanted things are gathered there. Remove them one by one, one by one. The space is already there. Exactly the same way, our mind is full of the garbage of this world. What is the garbage? Past memories, future worries, and present comparisons. Empty these three things. Now, how to do that? When you learn from your experience, you do not create an impression on your mind. Wisdom is not an impression. Like we have learned, when we touch the fire, hand gets burned. So we have learned. And because we have learned, we have neither liking or disliking for the fire. On the contrary, we now decide how to interact with the fire so that the same fire is to our benefit. Exactly the same way. From our past, learn. See? One lady, she is constantly writing me, I mean, this is happening, that is happening, my father is so ill and he is having bed sores and he can't walk and he can't do, we have to do everything. But he wants to go to Kashmir and want to see his old friends and all that. What should we do? I said, send him. See, friends, desires will not disappear till death unless you work on it. And to work on it is the only way through wisdom. And what is the wisdom? Learn from your experiences. Now be attentive. Some good experience has happened in your life, you will forget it. But some bad experience happened, you will never forget it. Like, I don't remember anybody's name. There also the question, Swamiji, how come you don't remember our name, but some people's name you remember? Why not ours? I said, do you know? A person who has got higher nuisance value, I remember them. When you drive the car, good part of the road you will not remember. Where there is a speed breaker, aa gaya. You learn. It is so simple. Life becomes a fun. Therefore, don't bring your past in the present. This is what happens with the oldies. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, गए बाढ़ में तुम भी जाओ. Start living in the utter present. See, nobody likes to listen to the problems. We must have the ability to digest the problems. Take Hajmola. If somebody asks you by mistake, how are you? Beto. And take a revenge. This I learned from one Punjabi lady. Punjabis are very unique people. So, when I went to their house, it was, of course, my mistake. I talked to that old lady. I said, Amma, how are you? Amma ji, तुसी आगे उन्हें थे बैठो. And then started. This morning, when I got up from the sleep and stepped down from the bed, my ankle got twisted, and her description was so live, I started getting pain in my body. See, that very moment, her grandson called me. Swamiji, 1 minute. I said, Mama, your grandson calls me. I have to go and talk to him. I went. How can you listen to Dadima? She keeps on talking the same thing again and again. Then what should I do? Should I plug her mouth? Yes. How? As we do. Tell me the technique. So when she starts telling anything, we show her fingers. Dadima, you told 3 times. So she keeps quiet. I said, very good, silent message. So again, when I went, Swamiji, I forgot what. Anyway, I'll start again. Is it Ramayana or what? Start again. So when she started, I showed her my both hands. How many times you are going to tell me? Don't talk your miseries, don't talk your past to anybody. Remain in utter present. Therefore, if somebody does a mistake, how are you? Don't take a revenge. Fire boldly that I am on the top of the world. But the word should carry the meaning also, no? How are you? On the top of the world, pade. Is this the way? Word should carry the meaning. See? Therefore, today's takeaway, don't talk your problems in life. Only the dead bodies have no problem. If you have physical problem, you are alive. If you have got mental problem, you are still alive. When your mental problems disappear, you are not you. You are evolved. You are divine. Do you think Mahatmas don't have problem? See, our condition is like what? This I saw and learned in Hyderabad. Hyderabad has got, that Jubilee Hill area, huge rocks, very big one. So one sculptor came and he was searching and he selected one rock. And there he made some kind of imaginary drawings. If I do this thing, a nice Krishna statue will come out. Then he started taking the chisel and hammer. Every day come and start cutting here and there. And then that stone was crying, see how unfortunate I am, all the rocks are enjoying and he comes only on me, constantly crying. When the Vigrahas, Krishna was completely made, then it was lifted with great respect, reverence, established in a temple, and millions are coming and doing salutation to him. That time, that stone starts telling, thank you, sculptor, where I was unclaimed, where I am respected and revered. Chinnam punarapi punaha swadu chaivekshu dandam Dagdham dagdham punarapi punaha kanchanam kantavarnam. To bring out the shine and beauty of the gold, it is subjected to fire again and again. See, grishtam grishtam punarapi punaha chandanam charugandham. When you go on rubbing the chandan, the sandalwood, more and more fragrance comes. Therefore, every difficulty in our life is a designed, what design? Designer's piece, so that the best out of us should come out. Take the difficulties as a blessing in disguise. See, friends, therefore, look at the world with a different stand, not what we are looking. Then slowly, our thinking process will be changing the standpoint. Now we are looking at the world, then I am inside, world is outside. Now look at the same world from outside. What we will come to know? Who doesn't have in this world, who doesn't have problem? Everybody has problem. The problem is a sign of life. No problem is a sign of death. Therefore, it is we who decide whether I want to celebrate the life or calibrate the life. You make a point. Here we are only to celebrate. In calibration, we count. What will I get? You get nothing. What we have done so far? I didn't tell you any Mahamantra, any yoga, any meditation, or anything, or dakshina, or charity, nothing. Change your standpoint in life. Look at the world as God looks at his creation, or as a mother looks at her own child. See? Then what is the standpoint of the child? I should live in such a manner that my mother is not miserable. In the same manner, live in such a manner that we don't complain to him. We accept everything as his blessing in disguise. And one day you will discover this. Had it not been so, we would never have been this what we are. Last example, Tulsidas ji was born and his mother died in delivery itself. He had no woman looking after him. So he was adopted by some ashram, and in that ashram all the men look after him. And when he was grown up, studied very well, and he was doing katha. And one of the person he saw, this is a good boy for my daughter, and he proposed and got married. For the first time, a woman came in his life for the first time, that too as a wife. You can imagine how much he must be infatuated. And one day it was heavily raining like mad. But like a Hindi cinema movie, when he went home, she was not there. So he thought she must have gone to her parents' place in same Varanasi. So he went like a Hindi cinema hero. In the rain, heavy, then a dead body was flowing on the Ganges. He sat on that, crossed the distance, and then climbed a tree. And from there, he jumped in the top floor and went there. And like a Hindi cinema movie, he thought she will appreciate me, how much you will love me, darling. But he said, are you not ashamed for this filthy body made up of bones, muscles, fat, containing nothing but garbage? You are so mad after this? If you are that much mad, after Rama, he will reveal to you. Out of that ordinary Kathakar, a Tulsidas was born. How many wives must have said this to how many husbands? And how many became Tulsidas? And how many became Devdas? How do you take the events of your life? That changes your life. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.